Right, which part of Jamaica are you from? They want to know.
I'm from Maypen, Clarendon.
From Racecourse.
Racecourse. I never go school kiss on.
Racecourse.
Before anything else, I want you to subscribe to my channel, share this video far and wide. Yes, I talk about Jamaican video. I have a lot of Jamaican subscribers. Jamaicans have been watching my videos before I even started talking about Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Yeah. And yes, of course, I talk about other things, but majorly, this video focuses on Jamaican. Thank you so much. There is this one Jamaican soldier. Yes, there is this one Jamaican soldier who was trying to, separate two women who are fighting.
Soldier in that place. A soldier in that place. See that? A soldier in that place, brother. All journalists are fucked, brother. This can't read, brother. Can't read a bomb
Because he was hit with a stone by one of the civilians. But because he's a trained Jamaican soldier, he knows this is a civilian. There are places a soldier should express his powers, and there are places that a soldier should not express his powers. I have seen places where a soldier with no common sense fighting civilians. Civilian has not done anything provocatively. The civilian has not, tried to do anything that will provoke the soldier. But, out of lack of common sense, this soldier just steps out of his combat vehicle and decides to physically assault a civilian. That is not the mandate of a true soldier. A true soldier is to protect civilians and the country. Look at what this Jamaican soldier did. This Jamaican soldier, a woman hit him with a stone. Ladies and gentlemen. There was confrontation between these two women. They were hurling stones at each other. Then this Jamaican soldier was coming in between, trying to stop them from fighting. But he stopped. In the process of trying to stop them from fighting, he was unfortunately hit by a stone. But he decided not to use his gun, ladies and gentlemen. That's the true power of a soldier. He knows that's a soldier who is using common sense. That's a soldier who knows that this one is a civilian. This one is a civilian. A soldier has no business in assaulting a civilian, ladies and gentlemen. Even though he was put in situations where he will use full force, but he still chose not to use it. Of course, if it was a policeman, it would be something different, because we have seen how police behave, ladies and gentlemen, in such scenarios. The police are very rough when they are handling civilians. But for soldiers, I don't know, it's like it's everywhere it's like it's everywhere. Because even here in Kenya, the soldiers, they are very collective. They know how to contain themselves. But the policemen, they are very rough. The policemen are very rough. But you see, in Jamaica, I think it's also the same thing, because I have seen even how policemen in Jamaica handle civilians. Ladies and gentlemen, either way, watch this video. It's a nice way of doing things, huh?
Uncle Roy, which part of Jamaica are you from? They want to know.
I'm from Maypen, Clarendon.
From Racecourse.
Racecourse. I never go school kiss on.
Racecourse, and then there's Ali.
Yeah.
Ali, Racecourse, Milk River,
Kensington.
Dark in Spain, and then there's Banks, and then Rocket Point is off.
Down the point.
Yeah, down the point.
Fish.
Down there, we used to go and catch crab. Oh my lord.
What point?
Catch crab with your hand?
Yeah.
Oh,
When the crowd used to be like that.
In the middle of the pitch black night.
You have a kerosene lamp.
And cocos bag and stick. Take the stick and you put it in the back of the crab.
Okay.
Flattening down.
I tell you, one night we went on a truck, a big truck, you know, and we catch that night 8 of them blue seal bag, you know, them blue seal crocus bag. Them big
Young.
bag. 8 of them full up.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. They have a big coop bill outside in the backyard.
Yeah.
And then when we come and empty all the pots.
Feed them bread.
Man is heading for extinction. Boom!
I just have to exist in this family, and they just create content for me.
Just set them off.
Now I talk about bulbs.
Incandescent bulb is the healthiest thing for you. LED gives out like some form of radiation.
Mom, what do we
You
have?
should not go closer than 3 feet to LED
Well,
bulb.
a couple years now, the top was LED, so then saving money and all that, so we changed everything to be LED lights in the house.
Mommy has us frying up here. Frying. Uncle Roy, talk to my mother, please.
Wait, hold on a minute. He changed all his lights to LED. Then he must have read about it and
And
he changed it back.
They're expensive now because you can't get them and they use a lot more electricity. You can't touch the way it hot, you know.
We'll have persimmons next year. Because he's using it to warm his persimmon tree.
Is that a plant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's growing a
It's
tree.
a fruit.
Usually
It's
in
a
the winter
yellow.
time it would die, right, because of the winter, right? But he's going to make it live
By
putting
using
a
it
bulb
person
in
on
there.
to heat it.
I think the Chinese call it lemje.
What they call it?
I don't know.
Lemje.
Lemje? No, I call it
That was
persimmon.
mommy's favorite.
Can we get some real Chinese here to verify? Because I don't know what kind of Chinese users
Yeah,
are.
that don't sound like I recognize it. Lem J?
Yeah, lemje.
No, that's not the word. But it don't ring a bell the way you say it. Lem J.
Okay, let me find out.
Okay, find out.
Uncle Roy's got to go verify.
Tell me something. You know persimmon, right? No, I'm just telling Andrew his name, lemje. She said she don't know.
Angie, remember, we don't know how Angie pronounces things, so don't take Angie's word.
Half of the thing send me back to China. We're not dead.
That's all my father them when they wake up themselves. Josie, good morning.
Oh, yeah?
And they say Shak Chow is breakfast.
Breakfast.
Me not know no more Chinese language, period. Anybody wants to say me know it, yes, me know it, but me not talking it. I know what I know. When she got China, she don't know much either.
Talk to him again. Him shining.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Drink tea. Okay, bye.
Oh my God, don't you love that, grandfather? Yes, me know it, but me not talking it. Basically, what he's saying is what we westernized bananas, as in yellow on the outside, white on the inside, what we say all the time. Sick tang, sick gong.
Anybody or anyone who goes to Jamaica and stays in Jamaica for at least 5 years, there is something about that person that changes gradually. You know, people cannot explain, but when you're out of Jamaica and you go to a different place, and you know the way those people used to know you, they will notice that there is a difference. You know, something about you has changed. You begin to be so very social. You begin to be very expressive. You begin to be very funny, even if you are a socially awkward person. You know, you are boring, socially awkward, silent. You know, one way or the other, you start being very talkative and very, very interesting and funny to be around with, ladies and gentlemen. You know, that is something unique about Jamaicans. Now, this is a Chinaman. Look at how expressive he is. Probably he's 80 years or 90 years, I don't know. But look at how expressive and funny he is. Look at how he's speaking in Jamaican patois, and people everywhere, they are laughing, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? You see, there is something very special about Jamaica. When you go to Jamaica, you know, you find yourself. There are some people who, when they go to Jamaica, they find themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Because sometimes we may not be having our own true personalities. Maybe we used to be very social, talkative people, very funny people. Then something maybe happened to our lives that changed our personalities. Then we start being socially awkward. We start being, keeping it in ourselves. But when you go to a place like Jamaica, where people are funny, where people are expressive, where people enjoy life. Unfortunately, there is Hurricane Melissa, but Jamaica will win. I believe Jamaica will win, ladies and gentlemen. Something about you start changing. You start being expressive. You start being funny. You start gaining confidence. Look at that. I made this video with a reason. I shared this video of this Chinaman with a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Just to show you that Jamaica can change how a person can be positively. This video, I want to send out my message to all Jamaican people, Yes, a friend who turned enemy was never your friend. He was never your friend. That was an enemy in secret, ladies and gentlemen. And another thing is, be careful of that friend that congratulates you in private, but secretly he's competing with you, ladies and gentlemen. That is a jealous person. Be careful. That's a too strong message to all Jamaican people. This video was founded by Jamaicans. Jamaicans have been watching my videos before I even started talking about Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Yeah. And yes, of course, I talk about other things, but majorly this video focuses on Jamaican. Thank you so much. Pick up on yourself, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to wish you a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. And of course, subscribe to my channel, share this video far and wide, ladies and gentlemen, because there's one strong message that I want to send out there. There's something that this Jamaican soldier, unknowingly, he has taught to the rest of the soldier, especially these ones from Africa, how to handle civilians, ladies and gentlemen. This Jamaican soldier did not use his mandate as a soldier to assault civilian, even if he had every right to do so. He ceased fire. That's how a soldier behaves, ladies and gentlemen. I have seen situations. I have seen countries where soldiers move out of their combat vehicles and start assaulting civilians for nothing. Innocent civilians. And the civilian has not even provoked this soldier, ladies and gentlemen. I have seen soldiers who have been swallowed by power. Just because they have a uniform, combat uniform, they think now they are better, they are bigger than everyone else. Please learn from this Jamaican soldier, That's not how a soldier should behave.